So how do we go about building your team? First of all, I'd like you to consider your strengths. And so I put a couple of web addresses here, strengthstest.com, which is based on the book Now, Discover Your Strengths, and a personality styles assessment at crgleader.com. And crgleader.com is a web company based out of Abbotsford. It's a training company run by Ken Keese, who is a colleague of mine, a speaker colleague of mine, and Ken actually has a dairy farm background, and so he really understands farm families. And I'm just in the process, hopefully by May, will be a certified trainer, leader, and doing CRG assessments with my coaching clients, because I'm just finding the entrepreneurial style is great for farming, but we need to really figure out what our strengths are and what the styles are and how we influence people and how we digest details and processes. And I just also did some training in Spokane this winter with Dr. David Cole and Michael Stolp from Northwest Farm Credit Services, and they use the DISC assessment. So whether you've had DISC or whatever, it's important to find out what your strengths are. Now, someone's asking a question, can you print the presentation from somewhere on the screen? If you'd like a PDF of this presentation, Carrie mentioned earlier, you just go into the FLC website and go to the Documents tab, and you should be able to print off a PDF of this presentation so that you can refer to it again later. And that's what I love to do with my coaching clients from these webinars, is take the really good information and send it off to other people who can also make use of it, and keep the messages and the lessons going for all of us to be stronger in our farm teams. So building your team is to also recognize is that more daughters are becoming successors. And so if you're an advisor, excuse me, listening on this call, you might also want to just not make prejudgments on people as to whether or not they are the successor. I also am running across son-in-laws who want to stay married and be recognized with equity. So first of all, their first concern is family issues and to be happily married to their wives who are the successors, and the farm connection. But also they themselves too want to know what the share agreements are going to be, and that their contribution to the business is also going to be recognized fully. And there's all different permutations of that in terms of whether or not the sons-in-law are actively involved in the farm, but typically they are. And if they are, their role needs to be recognized well. Being open to sharing decision-making with timing agreements. And I guess this is the thorn in the side of a lot of people going through transition planning, whether it's business continuance of the farm. I've stopped using the word succession planning and would rather call it what my friend and coach Mandy McLeod calls it, is business continuance. And I think as farm families, we've spent 30, 40 years building up a business and then are looking at how to make it sustainable to the next generation and beyond. And so really the strength really lies in our people. And so we want to focus on building that team. So what are the key issues that I think we need to talk about today? And I've just put them on an overhead here in terms of the things that keep rearing up. The bull in the middle of the room, that's my Swiss bull from my collection. I collect bulls, and my moniker is to discuss the undiscussable and to deal with the bull in the middle of the farm kitchen that everybody knows is there, but nobody's really talking about, which is keeping the farm family stuck. So the issues to address to wake up to farm women on your team and what they have to contribute would be respect, validation of opinions and ideas. We all do much better if we feel that we're being heard.